Second interview. Examiner, good morning. My name is Claudia. Could you tell me your full name, please? Hello, my name is Natalia Fernandez. What shall I call you? You can call me Natalia. Examiner, okay, now in this first part of the exam, I'm going to ask you some questions about yourself. Are you a student or do you work? Well, right now, I'm both. So, I am a student at EAN University. I am studying marketing and I am on 8th semester, but I also work. I have another career. I am a pilot. I studied aviation and I work in an airline. I work in Copa Airlines and Wingo here in Colombia, and I am a first officer. So, what do you study? I am studying marketing in EAN University, but also, like I mentioned before, I studied aviation in the United States. So yeah, that's it. I fly planes. Whoop. First try, sorry. Why did you choose this major? Well, so I have two major. Well, I am working on the second one. So I chose aviation first because, well, my dad is a pilot and I also wanted to be a pilot. So I'm really happy about my decision because it is the best job that I have ever dreamed of. I also, what did you choose? I also chose it because I like traveling a lot. So I think it was the best option for me. I also don't like being in the same place all the time. I don't like the idea of having an office or being in an office. And I also love planes. I love how they work and I just love the idea of them. And for the second career, the marketing career, I just chose marketing because I think it's a really fun career and it's really useful in these actual times. And I just wanted to have a second option just in case I was not able to continue being a pilot. Is there anything about your course or job that you would like to change? About my job as a pilot, I wouldn't change anything. And about my studies in marketing, not really, even like either. Sorry, I just like both of them. I love the university. I love my job. I actually don't know if I want to change something about it. I'm actually fine with that. Okay, I would like to move on and ask you some questions about shopping. Who does most of the shopping in your household? Well, I live with my dad, my mom, and my brother. So my mom and my dad, they do almost all the shopping. Like if we talk about groceries and food and that stuff, they do the grocery shopping and that kind of shopping. But when you talk about my personal things and items like my clothes or skincare products or something like that, I do all my shopping and also I pay for all my shopping things. What type of shopping do you like? I really don't love shopping. I don't enjoy it at all. I just do it because I need to have some new items. But if I have to pick shopping, I will maybe pick to shop for jackets, shoes maybe, and maybe skincare products. That would be it. Is shopping a popular activity in your country? Why and why not? Yeah, I think it is. In my country, shopping, it's it's a really popular activity. We have a lot of shopping malls in our country and even more in my city. I live in Bogota. Bogota is a really cold and rainy city. So most of the plans that you can do on a Saturday or Friday night or afternoon, maybe they are related to a shopping mall. So you can go to the shopping mall quite a lot. Maybe you just don't want to buy anything, you just go to grab a coffee or talk with your friends, but that's like the place where you reunite and where you meet. And maybe at the end you start or you shop for something there. So yeah, I think it's a really popular activity in my country. What type of shops do teenagers like best in your country? Well, I'm not a teenager. I'm 26 and I don't know a lot of teenagers actually, but what type of shops? Well, I think teenagers like clothes, maybe. So I think they go for that kind of shops. Maybe some sports shops too, and maybe some others like games or music. So maybe games shops or music shops. I'm not really sure about teenagers in Colombia, but I think they go for those kind of things. Part 2. Now let's move on the second part of the exam. I'm going to give you a topic and I would like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Before you start, you will have a 1 minute to think about what you're going to say. You can make some notes if you want. Do you understand? Okay. I would like you to describe an important event in your life. Okay, so I have 1 minute to think about it and 2 minutes to talk about it. Okay. Well, I already know. So, okay, I will talk about my application to the airline. When I was 17, I graduated from aviation school and I became a pilot. But then I had to wait around 2 years to find a job. I worked in a call center for 2 years, well, almost a year and a half. But nothing happened with the airlines. They were not recruiting, so I was really sad about it, but I was positive. And then airlines started to recruit people and call them, like not call them, but call people to work for them. But it was really difficult to access because there were a lot of people and a lot of pilots. So I tried in 3 different airlines and I didn't pass, and I was so negative there then. And then the airline where I am working right now made another recruitment, and I was so negative I didn't want to go there because I knew I was going to fail like in the other 3 ones. But well, I just went there. My mom told me like, just try to do it, and I went there and I did like 14 different stages, and I forgot the name, like stages of the recruitment process, and finally I passed, and it was actually the best day of my life because I knew it was so difficult to access. There were only 6 positions and we were more than 800 CVs. So yeah, and those are 2 minutes. Examiner, thank you. Do you still think about this event often? Yeah, I think about it every day almost. Not exactly the event, but I'm so grateful that I have a job. So I remember that moment. And when I had that situation, I told myself, you will never forget about this because it was so difficult to access and to pass on this airline that you're not going to be so picky about your job. So I'm grateful. about my job every day. Do you think the other people involved remember this event? Yeah. Yeah, it was a really big event in all my family, but mostly for my mom, my dad, and my brother, because they were um, they were feeling just like me because they are my family and they want the best for me. So yeah, we've been talking about an important event in your life, and I now like to ask you some questions related to this. What days are important in your country? Well, I think there are a lot of days important, but maybe you can say um, the Love and Friendship Day, Christmas Day, New Year's Day, also the Independence Day, and maybe velitas. That's where you um, turn on the candles. So I think those days are important. Why is it important to have national celebrations? Oh, I think it's really nice to have national celebrations, and really important because you can embrace your culture and you can feel happy for your country, and you feel like united with all the people that shares the nationality with you. And also you can enjoy the life, you can have like an excuse to have some fun. How is the way your national celebrations are celebrated now different from the way they were celebrated in the past? I actually think we just take our traditions with us from the past to the future. So I think they are really similar from the past. That's what I think. I think Christmas, Velitas, Independence Day, I think they are celebrated almost in the same way, maybe with just more sophisticated stuff and social media now, but almost the same. Are there any celebrations from other countries that you celebrate in your country? Um, well, I don't know if maybe there are some people that celebrate Valentine's Day. Mm, I don't celebrate it actually, but I know some people do. I don't really celebrate much other things from other countries. Um, I'm really not sure if Christmas is from other country or is from all the countries. So yeah, I'm not quite sure about that. But maybe Valentine's Day is like the most celebrated one, or maybe Black Friday if that's uh, like a special celebration. But yeah, maybe that one. Examiner, thank you. That is the end of the speaking test. Thank you.